Good morning, student. From previous classes, we have completed page number 6. Today, we are going to start with page number 7. Our topic is agricultural sector on the eve of independence. Here, what we are seeing here, the low productivity and production is going on. In the British period, in the previous pages, we have learned they have taken the strategies of collecting land revenue in according to the zamindari system to exploit the farmers. So, the production in the land is very low. Here you can see the meaning of production and the productivity. Production is referred to total output, whereas the meaning of productivity is the output per hectare of land. Here we found the extremely low production is going on the eve of independence, means in 1947 and 48. Lack of mean, because at that time a lack of mean of advanced technology at that time. One table is shown here over here that is showing productivity and the production of wheat and rice in 1947 and 218 and 19. The data shows that you can compare the data of 47 and 18 what is the productivity of wheat at rice at that time. In 1947, the production, when we are comparing to 18, merely for 5.2 times lower. Rice also you can see that is 4 times lower than 2018. Likewise, we can say that output of wheat merely 15.5 times lower and rice is 5.3 times lower in 47. The next is the high degree of uncertainty. The farmers are poor. Their most of the income was going in the land revenues. So, they are not able to install the tubers or the irrigation facilities. At that time, they all are fully dependent on the rainfall. If the rainfall is good rainfall employed, then good output, and if poor, then they implied a poor output. Moving on to next, that is dominance of subsistence farming. At that time, before the eve of British, our farmers are mostly doing the subsistence farming. When the British came, they need dye, indigo for their industrial sector. So they forced the farmers to do the commercial farming. And at that time, they were doing the subsistence farming, they are doing the production for mere survival. Now they have to buy the production from the market. Moving on to next page, page number 8. Gulf between owner of the soil and the tiller of the soil. In the second page of this chapter, we told you the zamindars are called the owner of the soil and the actual farmers are called the tiller. Here what is going on? Tiller have to pay land revenue, heavy land revenue to zamindars, and zamindars are just living a lavish life. They don't bother about the land fertility, and the cultivators are not having so much of money to save or to conserve the fertility of the soil. In this way, we can say the living condition of the owner and the tiller, it's very high. Moving on to next, that is small and fagmented holding. Land holdings are both small as well as fagmented. Fagmented means scattered, mean a piece of here and some piece are in other areas. According to most land holdings are uneconomic yield, low output at high cost. Now next, land revenue system under British rule. I told you before, there were direct and indirect taxes were collected from them. So they are unable to live a mere survival. They are living just for their mere survival. Moving on to page number 9, that is forced commercialization of agriculture. Commercialization of agriculture refer to shift from cultivation from self-consumption to cultivation for the market, because the Britishers now forced them to do commercial farming to fulfill their needs of indigo. And the farmers were forced to accept advance payment from the cultivation of indigo, and they are forcefully have to buy the product from the market. Moving on to page number 10, that is industrial sector on the eve of independence.